Canada is the second largest country on Earth. It covers almost 10 million square kilometers and stretches from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to the Pacific and Arctic Oceans. So why do only around 40 million people live there? Even more surprising, over 80% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the United States border. Why is so much of Canada nearly empty? The answer lies in geography, climate, history, and one powerful neighbor to the south. At first glance, Canada's size makes it look like it should be home to hundreds of millions of people. But size can be deceiving. Much of Canada is covered by tundra, dense boreal forests, and the Canadian Shield, a vast region of rocky terrain left behind by ancient glaciers. These landscapes may be beautiful, but they're not ideal for supporting large populations. Unlike the fertile plains of Europe or the American Midwest, much of northern Canada lacks the rich soil needed for large-scale agriculture. Without productive farmland, it becomes much harder for towns and cities to grow. Geography is only part of the story. Canada's climate presents another major challenge. Long, harsh winters dominate much of the country, with temperatures in some regions dropping well below freezing for months at a time. While countries in Western Europe benefit from warming ocean currents, much of Canada experiences a far colder climate despite being at similar latitudes. For early settlers, farming, transportation, and everyday life were simply much easier further south. As a result, population growth became concentrated in the warmer regions near the U.S. border. Today, more than 80% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the United States. But why? To answer that question, we need to go back hundreds of years. When European explorers first arrived in North America, they came by ship from across the Atlantic Ocean. Naturally, settlements began along the eastern coastline and major rivers. In Canada, no river was more important than the St. Lawrence River. This massive waterway provided a route deep into the continent, connecting settlers to the Great Lakes and creating opportunities for trade, transportation, and economic growth. Cities such as Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto grew along these routes, attracting more settlers for investment. Over time, population centers expanded around the Great Lakes and the St. Lawrence corridor, creating the densely populated region we see today. Today, most Canadians live close to the U.S. border. But as technology advances, transportation improves, and climate patterns change, could that one day be different? While some northern regions may see more development in the future, the same challenges that have shaped Canada's population for centuries still remain. Vast distances, harsh winters, limited farmland, and expensive infrastructure continue to make large-scale settlement difficult. For that reason, Canada's major population centers are likely to remain concentrated in the south for the foreseeable future. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about geography, geopolitics, and world affairs, consider subscribing to The Global Lens. New videos every week. But what do you think? Will northern Canada ever become home to major cities, or will geography continue to keep the north largely untouched?